Hello, hello, welcome to the stream. Appreciate you guys joining. Give me 1 second. I'm just sending out my links and notifications so people know I'm live. Alright, there we go. Hello guys, thank you guys for joining. I appreciate it. We are going to be finishing this event today. I went through all of Act 1 and the all-character, like, event anecdotes yesterday, so today we're going to be finishing Act 2, and then starting and finishing Act 3, and then I'm going to focus on, like, minigame collectathoning and getting the rest of the rewards off-stream. So, today's mostly just going to be just wrapping up the story before the event ends. But, how you guys doing? Thank you guys for joining again. Appreciate any of you guys who were here during yesterday's stream. I know that it was very impromptu, unplanned, unorganized, and ultimately, I know a lot of people missed out on the first part because I didn't even let people know when I'd be able to stream it. So, I do apologize, but for people who watch the VOD, or if you guys were here live yesterday, I appreciate you guys being here. Muffin Feud, thank you for the resub. 1 year. Oh my gosh, the big 12-month resub. Thank you, thank you. Welcome back. Just finished, just about finished overtime work. Nice. Now you get to relax, hopefully. But, yeah, I hope you guys are doing all right. I'm gonna make sure I take a bunch of pictures after I finish the story. I'm really gonna miss this area. This area is so cool. I hope we get some like, I'd love this, like, this whole thing right here as like a furnishing in the future, especially with the like the ship, the Alcor ship at the top there. But yeah, I like this. This is just reminding me more and more of the Chevalmoran Film Fantasyland venue. Finally? Wait, what do you mean, finally? I literally streamed yesterday. I tuned out since I had to go to work. Did he finish the story? No. We made it through Act 1, and then I did all of the character event anecdotes, so... yeah, we did all 17 anecdotes, and I made it through Act 1. So we're doing Act 2 and 3 today. Just like the Fontaine event area, they just bulldozed it. Yeah. Unfortunately. But... I mean, I guess that's why I'm here. I'm here to preserve everything. I need to start and finish this event later today. Yeah, well, I mean, you only have today. I mean, technically you have the rest of today and then all day tomorrow. But the event, tomorrow's the last day to do the event, basically. Like, tomorrow's the last full day to do the event. They do an expo like this each year. Surely the venue has to be permanent. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. This really just adds to the charm of Nashatown, right? Especially this area, which is like I mean, look at the map. This area, there's nothing here naturally, so like they pretty much gave like a really cool extension, and it's thematic to the port area or like the docks. I just like how it looks like it belongs here. Right? It looks like it belongs here. So that's all. Like the Cheval Moran Film Fantasyland area, like that definitely looked like it was like put there for something, and it worked. And the more you built upon it, the more charm it had. And then when it was fully realized, it's like, oh my gosh, I love this. I love what I've made. And then it just got taken down, you know? So I'm just gonna miss it. The Voynich Guild immediately spending all of their profit dismantling the venue. Yeah, I know. They're gonna have to, like, spend the money on labor to get people to work together to take the venue down. I don't know. It's like, damn, man, the event just paid for itself. Act 4 is short, so you can continue. Well, the epilogue is included in me finishing Act 3. Like, it's an epilogue, so it's kind of self-explanatory there. But yeah. And I think we might be getting a Nicole trailer tonight, so I'm excited to, I think I'm gonna probably be streaming for 4 to 5 hours, give or take, from where I am right now. Actually, no, it might be closer to like 3 to 4 hours, I think. I'm not sure. Or 3 to 5 hours. I don't know. We'll see. I thought it would be tomorrow night. I don't know. We'll see, like I said. If it's not tonight, then it'll be tomorrow, but it's gonna be one of these upcoming nights. But basically what I'm saying is if I finish my stream early enough, if there's a trailer tonight, I'll be able to like react to it like immediately after, which will be nice. Just got home as you posted the link. Nice. Hello, hello, Holly. But yeah. After they made Hanaya's venue permanent, I kind of expect future venues to also be. No, that's not the same, though. Plus, the Beta Harbor is hardly a venue. That place was like... Actually, I don't even remember where Beta Harbor... Oh, yeah, right here. Yeah, I think the venue that they used was already there. They just put those NPCs there. So, like, I think those stands already existed when Beta Harbor came out, unless I'm wrong. But even then, it's not as substantial as this, so it's a little different. Like, this is the flagship venue. The Hanaya, like, she just got a couple stands, and that's it. Yeah. That place was a big disappointment. Well, the thing is, Beta Harbor was never meant to be anything big. It was just an added area, and people attached it as like, oh, it's a harbor, therefore it's like, Hoyo didn't even mention it. They just dropped it as like an extended area in Sumeru. And I'm pretty sure it came out during Fontaine. So like, I don't know. I didn't have a whole lot of expectations for the place anyway. And it was never something that was like integrated into a quest or a story or anything like that, so I guess people have this expectation that if any area is added, it has to be like significant. But,
Hello again.
But yeah. Like, I know just as many places in Sumeru that aren't that crazy. The Palace of Alcazarzare. Other than this place being a location for Dory, this place is pointless. Why is it here? You know? You can pretty much nitpick that from any area in the game, but I don't know if it because it was a harbor or because it was like a, you know, like Liyue Harbor. I don't, the Dorman Port, like it's like a port harbor area. I don't know if people had expectations to that degree. But yeah, I didn't really consider it to be like this big deal. There were some NPCs that were there that had some interesting things to say about Natlan before Natlan came out, so that was cool. Like that one old guy, he was like, yeah, the Natlanese have a fighting spirit that seems like they've had it since they were born. And I was like, chat, they're literally the Avatar. They have the spirits of those who came before them in their very being. And I was right. So, yeah, I don't know. There was some cool things about... some, like, cool takeaways, but, like... you know, it's just this rinky-dink settlement area, nothing too crazy. Also, for the sake of, I also think it might actually make sense, too. Because when you think about it, I think, I actually do think it makes a bit of sense. Because if Sumeru's commercial ports are Port Ormos, it's kind of inconvenient for this to be the area where you get your goods and expenses. I think it makes sense that they have another a harbor up here because they have some ships. They have some some kind of commercial districts in this area that work for like areas like settlements in this area, and also like it like better connects with Chenyu Vale and Fontaine. Instead of everything funneling down to Port Ormos, where then it goes out to the rest of the world. So that could be another thing. Like, I think there's a reason why there's a harbor on one end and then a port at the other. But yeah. Anyways, I think we're gonna jump right in, chat. I do want to finish this event tonight. And it's probably going to take me a couple of hours to finish each event, or each act, rather. Didn't Brevity debunk that saying that the streams are too small for large ships to pass through? I mean, I don't really think... that's not what I'm... maybe she did, I don't know. But that's not what I'm arguing. I'm not saying they need to have one at the top and the bottom because the ships can't get between it. I'm saying for convenience sake... and so ships don't have to go up and down between these two areas. You can have one access point here, and it goes out, and then you can have one access point here, and then it goes out, so that way you're covering both halves of the rainforest. And it also helps for, like, other nations, too. Like Fontaine, for example. Fontaine would have to go from here and then go all the way through to reach the harbor when they can just go right here. Like, if it really mattered, they could just, like, stop at the Beta Harbor. Or Chenyu Vale. Or, if they really want to, they can go, like, all the way around... and make their way all the way to the port or something. Yeah. Other than Inazuma, wait. Other than in Inazuma, was there any other mentions of shadowboxing?
Hello again.
I don't think so, actually. I think it was just that one event that we had with that guy. I forgot his name, but there was a combat event in Inazuma where they talked about that. That was really early. That was like 2021. Do you have any theories on the missing dragon sovereigns? Nope. Absolutely not. We know that some of them died, some of them fled, some of them submitted, but Hoyoverse has been vague about the nature of all of those, so for all we know, there could be more that have died without... There could have been others that died, like the Hydro Dragon, but the Hydro Dragon's the only one that reincarnated in the form of a human, and maybe the other ones haven't reincarnated yet in the, you know, into the form of other dragons. Or, you know, or there's more to it than that. Maybe they're imprisoned, maybe, I don't know, maybe they're still developing. I am curious, though. I will say for the Electro Sovereign, I wonder if the Electro Sovereign is somehow tethered to Kanazuka and the Mikage Furnace at all. Because I remember there's a world quest here. I forgot where it is, actually, but it ties into that one quest with the dormant electro-hypostasis that was there. And I'm kind of curious if that electro-hypostasis and the Mikage Furnace, and I think they said that there's something underneath Inazuma. I don't know if they were referencing Enkanomiya with that instead, but I'm kind of curious. It's the upper one? Okay, yeah. I don't remember specifically where it was. But I am curious if the Electro Sovereign is like referenced at all through those early quests with Kanazuka and maybe the Mikage Furnace. Also curious as to like the nature of Ball and Ball and Beelzebul, and if they're at all a manifestation of the Sovereign or not, like lightning, thunder and lightning. But we don't have any other kind of confirmations on the, like, the Electro Sovereign has just been like no inklings whatsoever. There's speculation that Dvalin could be like an Animo, a giant like Animo Vishap with the potential to be an Animal Sovereign. That Ajdaha is the Geo Sovereign. Obviously we know about a Pep. We know about Nuvolette. We know about Shu Quaddle. And the Cryo Sovereign is kind of AFK at the moment until we get Snezhnaya, most likely. But I am curious if Snezhnaya, I wonder if the Belyazar was made using the remains of the Cryo Sovereign. Because, like, I have a whole theory about that at this point. But I'm curious if the Cryo Sovereign either exists currently, or if the Cryo Sovereign died and their remains were used to partially make the Fae. So, we'll have to wait and see about that. Arnold, you did all of the dormant port exploration? I believe so, yeah. For the most part. Yeah, I think I did. I got 100%. There's one area over here where there are 2 Sealy that I haven't collected yet, and there's a puzzle over here I haven't done yet because I want to take a picture with one of these Sealy with Nicole. So I haven't done that yet for that reason. I was literally gonna ask about that. Oh yeah. I was like, oh, there's no other Sealy in the game that I can get. At least I've collected all of them. But I was like, oh, I want to take a picture with a Sealy and Nicole. And so I was like, I'm just going to save these Sealy until Nicole comes out. So I haven't done whatever's over here. Because I'm kind of curious if there are even going to be Sealy in Snezhnaya. Because, like, the last couple nations, they've been rather absent. Right? We got the Monatu in Natlan, and then we had the Kuhenki in Krai. So I'm like, are we even going to... Are we going to get Cryo... Are we going to get, like, little ice Sealy? I don't know. What were you gonna ask me, though? Like, you said you were gonna ask about that, so I don't know if you had a specific question, or... Could the Dragon Spine... Oh, yeah, they could have Fire Sealy, like the Dragon Spine ones. Yeah, that's true. I would like it to be something more akin to the actual nations element. Like, we had like zippy Electro Sealy in Inazuma. I thought that was cool. We did have some green Dendro Sealy. There weren't many of them, but but they were green, like Dendro infused Sealy back then, in Sumeru. So I do like how they, and then Monatu kind of felt like Pyro Sealy. So, I would like there to be some kind of Cryo Sealy, but it does make sense to have Pyro Sealy if there's going to be some form of sheer cold when we go there. There's a pool I don't think we've ever seen before. I don't want to say any more than that. Okay. I'm probably going to feature that little pool area when I do my Nicole pulling session. So that'll probably be in my Nicole pulling video. And then maybe I can check out the area and see what's up. But yeah, there look to be some kind of ruins in those areas. Like, over here. It looks kind of like some unified civilization area with like a giant pool-like structure. That's another thing too. There's one area in, I don't know if we've ever like gotten, not necessarily confirmation, but I don't know if we've ever, like, been told about anything like this, but... Let me show you guys, actually. I'm, like, really interested in this area specifically. For some strange... I'm like... Is this area, like, important? Like, what is this? I've always been curious about these pools with the talismans. And, like, the stones that are in them. And I think there's multiple areas, like there's this one right here. I don't know if there's a lot of them in here. Like there's like another pool. I don't know if that's another one, but that reminds me of it. But I've always been kind of curious about this area specifically, or any areas like that. Hey Arnold, I know that you just went live, but can you check Discord? Yeah, sure. Oh, yeah, that's great. I like that. Just copy and send me the numbers, and then I'll match them. Should I do more? You could probably do a little more, maybe, but, like, I think that's a nice base for me to start at. Black Cliff Forge future expansion, maybe? I honestly don't know at this point. I thought we'd get Black Cliff Forge this year with this year's past Lantern Rite. To be honest, they kind of went about expanding the game a bit differently than I thought. Like we got one expansion for Krai, which was the Pyramida area, and then we got the long-awaited Dormant Port. And in my head, I'm like, man, we could have gotten the Black Cliff Forge, like in this lower area would be sick. Inazuma, don't really know what they could do with Inazuma. I don't really know if there's like anything else here to expand upon, at least not off the top of my head. You got Mount Essus with Fontaine, which I think is it over here? I think it's over here or over here. You could Gurabad Actually, it would make a lot of sense to have Gurabad, especially since Lilapar is going to be in the Archon quest again. So like Gurabad would be awesome for Sumeru. I don't really think they need to do anything more in Natlan. I think Natlan's pretty solidified. And then fucking Hyperborea when we go to Snezhnaya. Oh, Mayor Javari? Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah, I completely... Clearly that went over my head. Yeah, that's already confirmed. Like, we're getting that already. So I was speaking more on the things that I wish we were gonna see. Or that I was hoping we'd get expansions on. But we know the Mayor Javari's coming. Okay. Do you want to make a Snezhnaya theory video like you did back with Natlan? No. Somebody asked me that yesterday, and I was like, I don't have the time. Like, I literally don't have the time to make something like that. And that one would probably be just as extensive, just as, like, massive as the Natlan one. And the Natlan one took me, like, 2 weeks to script. Well, it took me, like, a week to script and then, like, another week to edit. So I just don't have the time for it. And Snezhnaya comes out in, like, 2 months. Like, 3 months, technically. Yeah, actually, 3 months from today. Snezhnaya will be out in 3 months. So, it's just, I got too much going on right now. Yo, I saw you and Bran talk on Paimon's lore the other day. I'm loving watching your content on YouTube. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I think Bran's gonna upload it to his channel tomorrow. So more of his YouTube audience will hopefully get to dabble in my creative theory crafting. But yeah, I'm glad you enjoy the videos. I appreciate hearing that. But yeah. I missed that? Yeah, don't worry. It's gonna be uploaded. We already talked about it. He's gonna upload it to his channel. And, if you missed it, you can just check it out. I mean, you can watch... Well... If you've already watched my video, you can watch his reaction and thoughts to my video. Since, it was really fun. It was really fun. I enjoyed that stream. Alright, chat. 3 minutes, and then we're gonna start the quest. Yeah, by the way, Anthony didn't add that emote. I did at the request of somebody, and I was like, yeah, only I can approve emotes. But no, Anthony didn't request that for whoever assumed. Not sure if I mentioned it yesterday, but my cousin who wasn't that sure about Genshin got into it after I introduced him to your videos and lore videos. You got him into loving it. Well, that and most of the Mondstadt characters. Oh, that's cool. That's great to hear. I have so many, like, testimonies of that. Like, Arnold, you specifically got me into Smash Bros, or you specifically got me into Persona, or Ruby, or Genshin. And it's like... I'm like, wow, it's cool to have that influence, especially when, like, uh-oh. Chat. Saved by the freaking... saved by the ledge. Aether would have just met his maker. Long story short, I appreciate. Thank you for enjoying Genshin. I'm glad that I helped. I'm glad that I helped you with that. Can you believe that they teased Nouvellette through the prophecy in Enka? Yeah, I can. You know, we didn't understand it at the time, and there was... Kokomi was a nice misdirect. Some people think that they rewrote that moment, but, like, I don't think so. Like, I know it's easy to think that, especially if you feel like you, like... Especially if you had an inkling of it one way. It's just a classic misdirection. Like, Hoyoverse knows what they're doing. We can only assume we know what they're doing. So... Especially with a Pep, like, once a Pep got into the picture, I was like, okay, they're locking in with the dragons more and more. And, granted, that was like a year later that we got a Pep. But, you know, it's clear that before Sun and Moon set up the Sovereigns, and then a year later, it's no surprise that we got a Pep in the story. And then a year from there, there's no, you know, it's not surprising that we then got another Sovereign with Nouvellette. So I just think we got misdirected. Yeah, it's more like a red herring than anything, but, you know, some people want to be, you know, they want to be like, I knew what was going on, and then Hoyoverse changed it. That's the only reason I'm wrong. Are you still playing ZZZ? When you say I'm still playing it, I'm like... I'm maintaining my account, but I haven't made progress on the story. But yeah, I'm still logging in and, you know, doing what I can. Does Arnold have a video of why the Fae weren't punished like the Oceanids? No. That's a oddly specific thing to make a video on, but, no, I don't, because we don't know anything about the Snowland Fae. And, like, that whole circumstance. Also, the Snowland Fae were way more, like, technological, like, Hyperborea was way more technologically advanced than the Oceanid and Egeria. Not Egeria, sorry, yeah, than the, yeah, than Egeria and the Oceanid. So... Rather, well, here's another thing, too. I guess I can just explain my thought process on that question in general. I think it was easier... It was an easier solution to just flood Fontaine, because then all of the Oceanids would just become the Primordial... They would all just meld back into the Primordial Sea. The Snowland Fae, they were more of, like, a permanent problem that you couldn't, like, revert back to their previous form. So, the alternative would be divine punishment via Celestial Nail, because I can only assume that's, like, power and life that is, like, ungovernable. Like, they're like a life form that probably threatened the Heavenly Principles' rule and how they specifically wanted things to be done. So yeah. It's not like, you know, like, you... What was your question? Let me see.
Hello again.
Why the Fae weren't punished like the Oceanid? Okay, well, here's the thing. They got it worse. They got it worse, actually. So, you're right. I mean, technically, they weren't punished like the Oceanids. they just got killed off directly. The Oceanids were like, hey, enjoy being human while you can, because this prophecy is gonna return you all from whence you came. You know, so it was like a slow burn. And then it got completely obfuscated by Focalor and Neuvillette. So at the end of the day, like the Oceanids, their fate was curbed by Focalor and Neuvillette's assistance. But I mean, the Snowland Fae got punished. Well, I guess technically the Hyperboreans got punished because they're the ones that created the Fae. But like, I don't know. I guess when you think about it, it's like the Fae are doing their own thing now in Snezhnaya. They're subjugated. Not subjugated, but like they're just not... They're not on top of the world anymore. Maybe they don't consider them a threat. Or their life isn't, maybe their life isn't, like, isn't really worth pursuing. Versus the Primordial Sea, which is like a direct... like power source of the world, like Phlogiston. How many nails does Celestia have? I think they only have. I think they have one. At the time of the Krai teaser. But yeah. Alright, gamers. I've been yapping. I apologize. 30 seconds, and then we're gonna get back on track and start Act 2. Appreciate all the conversations, chat. Ethical clip farming? No, I don't even think that's a clip farming moment. I just like talking with you guys. I'm feeling a little low energy. I'm feeling a little low energy today. Give me 1 second. Okay. I was kind of wondering how the Fae could coexist with humans when their creation process is so unusual. But after hearing your explanation, it makes sense that they had it worse than the Oceanids. Well, the thing, too, is, like... the Snowland Fae were created using moon power, like moon energy, like moonlight. And so maybe their powers aren't sourced from... I don't know, maybe the Heavenly Principles couldn't do anything. Maybe the Snowland Fae were such an advanced thing, such an advanced civilization that, like, the Heavenly Principles would probably have to, like, directly intervene. But, like, they already exist, you know? And they were meant to also be able to wield the elements without a vision. Like, they were meant to be able to freely harness the elements. And they can also do, like, a bunch of crazy shit, too, if they wanted. Like, they're like spirit creatures, almost. But, yeah. Didn't they literally sink Hyperborea in response to the Fae rebellion? They destroyed Hyperborea, but like they still exist. Like the Fae still exist. Like I'm sure a lot of the Fae and the Hyperboreans were killed, but that doesn't mean they like were wiped out. And so like the lingering ones, the ones that exist, right? We've seen a handful of Fae so far, but I'm sure Snezhnaya is gonna have a bunch of them. The fact that they exist in the present just goes to show that like Celestia didn't go after them after that. Whereas all Fontanians were prophesized to flood and to like return to the primordial sea despite existing. So, I don't know. Maybe we'll need more information. The Fae were never asked to be born, unlike the Oceanids who asked Egeria for them to be human. That's something else I never considered. Was just like, they asked for something that Egeria should have never had. They asked for something that Egeria didn't have the authority to grant them. So that was probably seen a little bit more as like, I don't know. It's probably like more offensive. But yeah. All right, chat. Say hi to YouTube. We're gonna be starting right now. I've been yapping this whole time. I need to start the event. Alrighty, gamers, we are back, continuing on with the current Krai event. So I finished Act 1, and we finished all of the current, pretty much we finished all of the other supplementary content thus far. I've gone through all 17 character anecdotes, which were really fun, and a lot of surprises in there. We had Nicole featured, D-Luke, a lot of unexpected characters showed up, like, I didn't know Lieben would be there, Seat Lolly. And so, all these anecdotes were really, really cool. I really hope they do this more often, because I think the anecdotes were my favorite part of the event. Like, the event is still building. I think that other NPC guy is going to be involved somehow, and there's, like, some weird smuggling trade operation going on, and some nefarious individuals being slowly weaved into the story. But I think by far my favorite part of this has definitely been those anecdotes that we just did. So let's see how the story plays out. Oh, let's go.
Captain Beto's hook was what got him in the end, huh? Oh, I didn't get a chance to show off how convincing I can be.
Aye.
This isn't tabletop troop, Navia.
Oh!
In real life, persuasion takes a lot more than a dice roll.
I was about to say, it could be, though. We could all just play a game of tabletop troop right now.
I brought a product tailor-made for Fontaine because I thought the group's activities were limited to that area.
I love how she brought up the persuasion moment, because she's like, can I use persuasion on that? Can I use persuasion on that? I remember the ad reel event, the real ad adventure, or the ad reel adventure, like side event, where you had to like make an ad. I think that's what Navia, I think that's the one that featured Navia, where it's like, can I use persuasion on this thing? On this crab? On this monster?
Turns out, we're dealing with an international crime ring. So I suppose it makes sense that Captain Beto's bait was more enticing. It's a good thing we teamed up.
Nice.
We wouldn't have gotten far without your intel either. Gotta ask though, how did you know these guys would be so quick to abandon the expo?
I read their file. Nothing's off the table for them when profit's on the line.
God, I miss Chevrus.
When it comes down to it, they'd see the protection the expo provides as just more red tape. Something to work around rather than with. Just like the law.
I also really miss hearing Erika Lindbeck in Genshin.
So, we meet up with this guy, catch him, and problem solved, right?
No. The person we're meeting is just an underling sent to scout the situation. We're after the leader of the whole ring. And after observing the situation over the past 2 days, it's clear they have undercover agents waiting in the wings. If something happens to our point of contact, Those agents will scatter to spread word of what happened, and whoever is behind this whole thing will know we're onto them.
Yeah, you gotta see it through to the end. You gotta jump out at them at the last second.
In that case...
We have to get the jump on them all at once, and use them to get intel on our real target before he has a chance to react.
Forgive me for pointing out the obvious, though. We have nowhere near enough personnel for that. If even one of the agents escapes, it's over.
Let me guess. You'd rather follow this deal through to the end to lure out the real culprit? Nice idea, in theory.
Hey, I said the same thing. In theory.
The problem is, in my experience, that person would never show their face for something like this.
I can work around that. But only as long as the deal goes ahead.
So, you're planning to trail the person picking up the goods. I suppose that could lead us to the big fish, but that would mean we have to actually hand over the weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Aren't you worried about putting something that dangerous in the hands of criminals?
We can control how dangerous it is.
Oh my gosh.
But if we followed your plan, could we really guarantee that not a single agent would get away?
Alright, these two are literally at odds. They're like, my plan's better. No, my plan's better.
You're telling me you really have a way to mitigate the threat of that weapon?
You're telling me that you really have the wherewithal to carry out a large-scale search and seizure operation in Krai?
Bruh. How about you guys work together?
Are they having a fight?
They're both experts in this sort of thing. A lot of back and forth is to be expected.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I think they're getting along great.
Navia's like, yeah, they're gonna become best of friends.
A successful collaboration requires trust. And a willingness to make concessions. So how about this? I'll meet up with the underling as planned and stall him as long as possible. While I'm keeping him busy, you round up the rest of the agents. Sound like a plan?
Okay. Yo.
Yes, I appreciate the trust. And I promise you, not a single one will get away.
Hell yeah.
See? Like 2 peas in a pod.
Traveler, you should come with me to meet the buyer. After all, we promised Nefer you would be involved in all our operations.
Okay.
The Traveler is kind of a famous face around these parts, though.
Then, you can serve as backup. Remain hidden, and on the off chance he tries anything, it'll be 2 against 1.
Alright, sounds good to me.
Ha! Let's do this thing!
Let's go, Paimon. Time for some Paimonial wrath. This guy's not gonna know what hit him. Alright, let's see. Go to the flagship with Yelan. I say less. Oh my god. Alright. We're back. Hello, sir. Oh!
There he is!
Paimon, really? She just pokes her head over, like, oh! Who could that be? Bruh. That's crazy.
Oh, you really can't go lower?
Best I can do is shave off the amount the guild was going to take.
You're a tough nut to crack. How do you plan to deliver the goods?
Depends on what you need. You don't look like you're from around these parts. So I'm guessing you need sea transport?
Yes, but there are a lot of eyes on the port. It would be better to dismantle the product and transport the components in crates.
That might be tricky. If you're worried about getting caught, then let's bypass the port entirely. We can launch from a secluded shoreline and use our own boat for transport.
Sorry. But I'd still prefer to have it dismantled and stored in regular crates.
Ah, I'm guessing the port of arrival is where you resell the goods? You want it hidden in unassuming cargo crates, because you operate right out in the open.
Damn, Yelan's like, got him.
Most of the weapons have come in through Yilong Wharf or Lumiduce Harbor, so that seems to check out.
What are you trying to say?
Nothing. Just connecting some dots.
Oh!
I think we're done here.
Damn Paimon. That's our cue. Got him.
Take that!
Wait, was that Paimon? Did Paimon hit him? Oh my goodness. Paimonial Wrath! Oh! Damn. Sir, she found you. You're right there, exposed.
Out of the way!
It's one of the undercover agents! He's making a break for it!
The captain of the Special Patrol will take it from here.
Rip Bozo. Damn, Paimon got him. Got him good.
One just popped up. Looks like the one on the surface has been subdued.
Oh my god.
There are children around. I have to avoid bloodshed. Trying to escape?
Uh-oh.
Allow me to show you the way!
Oh! Just snipe the guy. Oh! Wait, no shot, actually? Wait, actually. I'm gonna kill this man.
Nope, not this way.
Oh! Holy, buddy, you don't stand a chance. Bro, I'd be freaking
Had
out.
enough? Then turn around.
This is hilarious.
Out of steam yet? 'Cause I can do this all day.
She's got a lock. Take the shot. Chat. What happens? Oh, it doesn't. All right, chat. I'm not gonna lie. I actually did push the button. It didn't let me. Also, what is she doing? She's gonna shoot the freaking. This is gonna fall on him. Okay, that was kind of risky. I could have killed him. Could have fell right on his head.
My leg!
My leg.
Is still attached.
My leg.
And if you want to keep it that way, I suggest you stay right where you are.
A special patrol uniform. You think bringing me in is enough? Do you even know how many of us there are? If even one gets a...
5 at the port, 10 on the outskirts of Nasha Town, 3 near the plaza. Factoring in you and the buyer, that makes 20.
Damn.
Save the best for last,
Oh!
right?
You're a dead man.
How did you...
Don't even think about it.
Holy moly, the Spina di Rosula! Melus and Silver would be proud. Hell yeah. Damn. The Men in
Well done,
Black.
everyone. We appreciate the assist. The boss sends her thanks.
Okay. Okay. Alright, what? Yeah, this is so unnecessary. Brother, what the hell is this sun ray? Who thought this was a good idea? Navia, all you did was show up.
It was an honor. Without the Spina's help back in the day,
That's
we
hilarious.
never would have been able to make it in Krai. It was about time we returned the favor.
Nice. Oh!
What? I needed to make you seem intimidating to get these local gangs on our side. We've been over this.
Oh my god, chat. Chat. Chat! Wait! You know what this is? Guys. This is King Navia and the little army men of Simulanka that, like, followed her into battle? I swear to God. I swear to God that's what this is.
Yeah, I know. But hearing you call me boss will never not be hilarious.
Holy moly! And she dubbed them. She dubbed those little toy men. She's like, you guys are an extended member of the Spina di Rosula. And now she's recruiting these guys in Krai as Spina di Rosula members? I swear to God, Simulanka foresaw everything. Holy moly. Peak. Absolute peak.
Wow! Navia is something else.
Every damn stream? Hey, blame Hoyoverse, man. I wouldn't be making these comparisons if they weren't putting them in the game.
Well, that explains your confidence. I had no idea the Spina di Rosula could mobilize these kinds of numbers outside of Fontaine.
Hell yeah.
This Navia has quite a few tricks up her sleeve.
The gift that keeps on giving.
No trade expo rules were broken either. Even if Nefer saw it all unfold herself, we still wouldn't need to explain a thing.
Except for the guild's broken signboard, I would imagine.
It was an unavoidable sacrifice.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Rate, I suppose the next step is to get these birds to sing. Should be an easy job. The Maison Gardiennage has a reputation for highly effective interrogation tactics.
And if that doesn't work, I've heard that spies from Liyue have their ways of making people talk as well.
Oh my gosh. It's not fair. It should be me, not him.
Yes, that means the operation was a success, right?
For now.
So far. Once we get someone to reveal who the mastermind behind all this is, that's when the real work begins.
I'm sure that person is in hiding somewhere far removed from the expo. But as far as our deal with the curatorium goes, I think that's a wrap.
Shouldn't we update Nefer then?
First, we need to figure out what we can learn from these agents. We'll be in touch once we have the information. Then we can head to the curatorium together.
Sounds good. Not bad. With Navia's help, Yelan and Chevrus escort the suspects away.
Wow, that went a lot smoother than expected. Not a single one got away.
The real story behind everything.
You're thinking about Nefer's final request, huh? Let's see. We have 2 expert detectives from separate nations teaming up to uncover an international crime ring. That's not a bad story. If you feel like it's missing something, maybe Yelan and Chevrus will uncover something more interesting during their interrogation.
Excuse me. Are you the traveler?
Oh, wow.
Yehoda needs you back at the expo venue as soon as possible.
Tarno, that's one of the NPCs at the, I think, the sigil shop?
Oh no! Did something happen?
I'm sorry, I don't know the details. All she said was that it's urgent.
Okay.
Then let's get a move on!
Alrighty. Alright, chat, give me 1 second. Okay, does that just not work or what? Wait, what are you talking about? You can't send links in the chat, and I have to confirm it, but I'm streaming right now, so that's why it can't be added. Like, you redeemed it, but I have to add it into my stream, basically. Which means I would have to stop what I'm doing and then do it, so, yeah. You can see the link, though. I can't see it right now because my chat doesn't have links, but because you sent a request in, I'll be able to see it when I go to the request form, which I can see it right now. Hold on. Oh, yeah, we'll add that. And there you go. But yeah, I have to, you guys can request, but I have to approve it for it to be shown. Gotcha. Alright. Alright, let us continue. Alright, yeah, let's do that. Alright, we're back. Yehoda! Oh!
Hey there, I throw the guild under the bus, or I get on the bad side of a terrifying merc captain.
Oh my god.
Oh, could this get any worse?
All of these expressions.
Get it together, Yehoda. Focus on the hot dog you're gonna treat yourself to after today's over. One thing at a time. All right. All right. You've got this.
Yeah. Think of the food.
Let's try not to get too worked up, all right?
We're way past that point, Beto. I'm sorry.
Don't worry. We'll get to the bottom of this. I swear.
Poor girl.
What happened? You're here. Please, you've got to help me, Traveler. A theft at the expo is gonna ruin the guild's reputation. A theft? How did that happen? You're asking me. The guild has people keeping watch over the storage area for this exact reason. And it just had to happen to one of the scariest people here.
Uh-oh.
Wait, that means...
Oh, they stole the ballista.
The guild asked us to keep our goods stored on the designated shelves. I had a few prototypes that I was using for demonstration, which I had stored there.
I hope those kids didn't take them. Because she was like, hey, if you want, we can go and I'll show you the real deal and all that other stuff.
But when I came to check on things just now, I noticed that all of them had been stolen.
And each ballista is super dangerous. If they fall into the wrong hands...
Not good.
Well, all the prototypes have a failsafe designed to prevent unauthorized use, so it could be worse. Still, we should get them back as soon as possible.
Yeah.
The guild will make sure of that. If you could just keep this between us for now, we would be super appreciative. Do we have to tell her?
Oh, wait, did you guys see what happened? Okay, maybe they didn't take them.
Honesty is the best policy. That's what he taught us.
Okay.
I know, it's just...
Uh-oh. Damn, Neb. Neb's like, hey, we gotta look out for ourselves. Go on.
Miss Yehuda... What are you three doing here?
There's something you want to tell me, isn't there?
Well, Neb's been obsessed with the ballistas ever since we got here. That's why Uncle Ashvapati told us to come see your booth.
Uh-huh.
It seemed like he was interested in them too, because he even told us what parameters to ask about.
Okay.
Ever since this morning, we haven't been able to reach him. We wanted to ask Miss Yehuda for help, but then we heard about the ballistas being stolen.
And?
I don't think Uncle Ashvapati would do something like that, but...
Wait, did he take them?
Ashvapati works for the guild. He has access to the storage warehouse, so he could get inside
maybe.
without the guards getting suspicious. Wait, so now it's an inside job? Oh, jeez. The guild is never gonna recover from this.
Oh, dear.
He made those toys the kids were selling, right? They don't look like much on the outside, but I bet they're hiding some serious tech.
Yeah.
If he's a tech guy, those fail-safes I mentioned might not have our backs after all.
So, this just went from bad to worse.
So he's... Is he in on it?
Uh-oh.
The question is, was he acting alone? Is he connected to the crime ring?
Could be. I mean, let's put it this way. There aren't a whole lot of people that could manage to stay off Yelan's radar. Why don't you take these kids to the curatorium and see what you can learn? I've got things covered here.
Got it. Hold up. We can't hold these kids responsible, though. Right?
They're kids.
No, of course not, but... how do we explain this?
You want to look out for these kids, don't you?
I promised I would. Besides, they're innocent in all this.
Good, because I'm looking out for them too. That's why I want to find their uncle as soon as possible. No matter what he did or didn't do, it's worse for them if he's missing.
I guess we're on the same page then.
Nice.
Take these kids to the curatorium. I'll update Yelan and tell her to meet you there.
Will do!
Sweet. Celestia, guys, oh my god, I've never seen Celestia clearer than from this angle. Maybe it's because we're naturally not this far out into the water, but it's kind of crazy how, like, right there it is. But I want to get a picture with Charlotte.
Nearer to the action.
Look at that. Looks pretty crisp. If you ask me. All right, let's head back. All right, Nefer, we're back. You all exchange intel.
Well, this complicates things.
Ooh.
Here I was hoping the trouble would start and end with you two.
Ashru.
But no matter. This will all make for a very engaging story.
I wouldn't be so flippant. This time, it's one of yours causing trouble. I'm starting to wonder if all those agents we captured were just a distraction, so the real culprit could make their move.
It's all still up in the air right now. What can you three tell us about Ashvapati?
Uncle Ashvapati isn't our real uncle,
Oh!
but he is our guardian.
What?
He adopted us when we were little.
Okay. Mr. 30-year-old child.
He told us we all came from the same band of eremites in the desert. But apparently, we're the only ones left.
Oh, so they're like desert, like orphans?
We've been traveling from place to place with him for as long as I can remember. We got to Krai not too long ago.
Their eyes.
Oh, are they from does she recognize the tribe?
What about them? I'm just reminded of something.
Oh god, please don't tell me it's the tribe that she, like, wiped out.
About a decade ago, there was a band of eremites who, seemingly out of nowhere, gained technological capabilities far surpassing those of other groups.
Oh, okay.
Leveraging that advantage, they built a number of highly advanced weapons and sold them to the highest bidder.
Okay. I guess that makes sense.
The conflicts in the desert became even bloodier as a result.
Oh!
While the other groups were tearing each other to shreds, these newly minted arms traders stood by and reaped the spoils.
Jesus.
But before long, their own weapons were turned against them. And as the flames of conflict engulfed the desert, the group met their end.
Sheesh!
None of the weapons survived, and so in the wake of that destruction, the status quo of the desert was restored.
That's terrible.
Yeah, that's, it's like, damn, the technology was too much for them to handle.
In the desert, it's kill or be killed. People will stop at nothing to gain the upper hand. If this happened in Fontaine or Liyue, I'm sure the perpetrators would have been prosecuted to the full extent of the law. But in the desert, no one bats an eye. From what they've told us, sounds like these kids are orphans from that particular band of eremites.
Yeah.
Which means their guardian is likely one of the few survivors as well.
Ah. And so, but like, why are they then so you realize that the technology wasted that entire band of eremites, and then you say to yourself, yeah, let's get some more tech though. Like, I don't know if that's a good idea. So the survivors of that band of eremites are back in the weapons business?
Sounds like it.
Alright, you know what? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice. I don't know what the hell are you doing?
No! Uncle Ashvapati would never do something like that!
Unless someone's forcing him to do it. Like, unless he's only doing this because, like, he knows, or maybe he was in on it, so it's like he's being blackmailed.
No matter what happened back then, I know one thing for sure. Uncle Ashvapati hates weapons. Sure, he's good at building things, but all he does is make toys for us to play with. He can't be the kind of person you're making him out to be. Or...
He's good at building things?
I'm sorry. All we can do is act upon the facts.
So, what's our next move?
From our interrogations, we've learned that in 2 days, the person behind all this has a meeting planned to collect the goods. If all goes well, we can head to the pickup point and ambush them. But if Ashvapati is part of this and the leader learns what happened, there's no chance he risks himself for his agents. So, that meeting might as well be moot.
Then let's focus our efforts on Ashvapati for now. If we find him, he might just lead us to our culprit.
All right.
If he stole the prototypes, there's bound to be a trail. I'm confident I can track him down. I just need some time.
What can I do to help?
I work best in the shadows.
Yeah.
The more people involved, the harder it is to operate.
Yeah, been there, done that.
As soon as I've got a location, though, he's all yours. You let me handle the search, and I'll let the special patrol handle the seizure.
That does sound like the most feasible plan.
Oh my gosh.
I'll be waiting for the good news.
Do people ship these two at all? They get along really great. Like they're like peanut butter and jelly right now.
Seizure?
Hey, don't worry too much right now. The most important thing is that we find your uncle. The rest can wait.
What? What? Wait, what do you mean, what?
Okay.
Looks like I'll need to enlist your services for a bit longer, Traveler.
As long as I get paid, that's crazy. No worries, I just want to see this through. Let's go! Act 2 is really short, actually. Nice, nice, nice. I do now, yeah. I'm just noticing. I'm like, ooh, this is actually a really good dynamic, Yelan and Chevrus. She's like, I handle the search, you handle the seizure, and I'm like, hold on. They might be cooking. Didn't you start Act 2 yesterday? Barely. Like, I barely started Act 2. Act 2 started, and then I talked to a group of characters, and then I stopped here. So, like, I barely started it. Yeah, it was just the first cutscene that I did, and then I did anecdotes for the rest of the day. Alright, give me 1 second. Alright, chat, we're gonna run an ad, and then we're gonna start Act 3. How does everything look? How does everything sound, by the way? Hopefully, the stream quality and my audio are all good. Good? Alright, cool, cool, cool. Okay, hold on a second. Says a lot about society when two characters having a conversation is enough to start shipping wars. I don't think so. I think it's... I mean, it doesn't... I don't think that says anything about society. That's just fiction. You can do that because it's not real. You know? Shipping wars, on the other hand, is a little weird. But shipping, in general... It'd be more... I'd kind of agree with that if it was, like, two people in real life creates shipping, but, like... Yeah, that's the whole point. Oh my god, guys. Chat, I'm stuck in... Holy moly. Yeah. Yeah, no harm, no foul in shipping at the end of the day. It's fun. Okay, but seriously though, chat, like I was locked in, right? I was spitting with Navia and her soldiers, and they're in Krai now, and Constellation Metropole and all that. Surely I was spitting. We are gonna do a stream, probably at the end of next patch. Before Snezhnaya comes out, we're gonna do a stream where we are going to rewatch Simulanka. Specifically Constellation Metropole, Act 2. Specifically. Because I need to analyze any Snezhnaya crumbs from that now that we have a new perspective. You didn't post Nicole anecdote, right? What do you mean post? Also, what do you mean on YouTube? No, what I mean, like, what do you mean? What anecdote? The one I did yesterday? Varka assassination? No, I didn't. I recorded that. Wait, hold on. No, I don't think I did. I think I recorded that separately. I think I recorded that off stream. What if King Navia? Well, that's the thing, Rand? Think that's how you say that? Rhiannon? Think that's how you say that? LM? I don't know how to pronounce your name, I'm sorry. But, yeah, I do think that Navia may be a stand-in for the Belyazar, since she was King Navia, and the Belyazar was the king of the Fae. And so all the little toy soldiers may have been Fae. Like stand-ins for Fae. But, yeah, that's why I'm gonna rewatch Simulanka, because I think that. Yes, I do plan on reading Vera's Melancholy before Snezhnaya. I already mentioned that I would. You paused for so long, I think I genuinely wondered if it oh, you thought the stream froze? No. Well, I mean, the timer would have still been ticking, so... Unless you thought it was like my camera. How do we feel about shipping Alcor with Alcor 2? I think that works out pretty... I think they work pretty well together. Actually... Are we shipping? Are we shipping ships? Yeah, honestly, what I was gonna say was, wouldn't they be considered, like, related because they're both a part of the same fleet? I don't know, man. Okay, someone said the age difference. /J. Okay, that's kind of funny. Now I'm thinking of Mitoboru and Koseki Maru, my goat, my meatball companion. All right, chat. We are going to continue. All right, let's see.
We just got word from Yelan. Looks like she managed to track down Ashvapati. Come on, let's go meet up with the others.
Let's get it. Toys for the children. Go to the event venue and meet up with Yelan and the rest. With Yelan's help, you locate Ashvapati's hideout. There lies a past buried beneath the yellow sands, and with it, the truth behind the entire case. Oh shit, okay. Yo, we're locking in, gamers. The truth shall set you free. Oh, that's a great shot. Oh my god, I love this shot right here.
Took me a bit longer than I expected, but I found where he's hiding.
Cinema.
Let me just be sure of one thing. We're dealing with someone who has extremely dangerous weaponry in his hands. If it comes to it, are you prepared to handle the worst case scenario?
Absolutely. You just need to trust us, just like we trusted you earlier.
Sheesh.
Yeah, we've got this. My crew's already locked and loaded.
Oh my god, yo, stay strapped.
I'll take you at your word.
I know you said you wanted to keep this operation small, but I still thought you could use some backup.
I'm pretty sure they're gonna use those ballistas in the cutscene, so I'm like, what the hell is about to happen here?
So, I chose a few promising young Spina members to help out. Clarand and I have got things covered at the expo.
Yes, we're ready to roll then.
Let's go.
Now that you're here, I guess we can get this show on the road.
Oh.
Wait!
What's going on?
I'm sorry, you can't come with us. You need to stay at the expo like we agreed. It's for your own safety.
We know. It's just... Do you really think Uncle Ashvapati is working for the bad guys?
I don't know if working for. He might just be working with them because... I don't know, maybe he's being coerced.
I wish I could answer that question, but it would just be speculation. And I work based off evidence.
He's been gone for 2 days now, and he just left us here. He's never done that before. Maybe he really is working for those people and was afraid of getting caught. But if that's true, then that means he must have been involved in making and selling weapons in the past too. Wouldn't that make him a bad person?
I wonder if that's why he doesn't like weapons. Like, what if he was a weapon maker in the past and then... Oh, actually, I kind of wonder... I wonder if he made those weapons that were sold off to the Eremite. And then all the weapons, like, killed off those tribes and orphaned these kids. And maybe he felt guilty and adopted them. And that's why now he's like, no weapons. I don't like weapons. but now the people who heard about the weapons found him and were like, hey, you need to make us weapons again.
That's not for us to say. Take a look around the expo. There are plenty of other people making and selling weapons. Doesn't mean they're necessarily all bad people.
Yeah. So I wonder if he's responsible for why they're orphans in the first place. Like, he's not responsible, but he had a hand in why they're orphans now.
Really?
The same is true for your uncle. Whatever he may have done in the past, the real question we need to ask is why. There's a lot we need to know before we can judge a person.
Yeah, I don't know why he would do that. Maybe, I don't know, different times. He was younger, he was reckless, he was stupid, etc.
In Fontaine, we have a long and complicated process in place just to make sure we get the right answer to that question.
Yeah. Why would Uncle Ashvapati do something like that?
How about this? I'll make sure that Miss Chevras and Miss Yelan promise to bring your uncle back safe and sound. Then you can ask him yourselves.
Hope nothing happens to him.
Thanks, miss.
It's a bold promise.
This situation is complicated and unpredictable. Isn't it a bit early to be making those kinds of promises?
Yeah.
It's all right. We're prepared for whatever we might face.
Regardless, it's a promise we have to keep. After all, when the children get their answer, it will shape their understanding of what justice means.
God, that's so cinema.
Then, let's all do our part to make sure this ends as well as it possibly can.
Act 3, gamers. Toys for tots. Toys for the children. Alright, let's, where's the hideout, actually? Oh, it's not too far. Alright. I'm actually surprised it's, like, right here. Oh!
Stop right there!
My gosh! Put that thing down!
Where is he?
Wait, what the fuck? Okay, wait. Am I missing something? Is he invisible? Huh? Stop right there, criminal scum! Like, there's nobody here.
We missed him.
What do you mean we missed him? You literally walked up to an empty area and just whipped out your gun. Who are you aiming at?
Looks like he left behind plenty of evidence, though. Search the area.
Bruh.
Let's see if we can find a lead.
It'd be a little different if this was like a closed build, like an enclosed space. Like, if he just opened the door and was like, put your hands up. But, like, you literally just walked into this area. It's so silly. Oh, man. Oh, hold on.
Search the area. Let's see if we can find a lead.
Strange. Did he lead us here on purpose?
Oh, hold on. Ashvapati, you cooking? Okay, we got a book. Well, I'm a Genshin player, which means I don't read. We got a piece of paper. I said I don't read, damn it. Yeah, let's start with this ballista right here. This is the simplest thing that I can observe without using my brain.
Wait! Is this what Paimon thinks it is?
It's the display model that goes with the prototype. Guess that does make him our thief.
What's worse is that, with his technical background, I bet he managed to bypass the security features on the prototype.
You're saying our guy has a battle-ready ballista in his possession, just waiting to be unleashed?
Oh, this isn't looking good.
Yeah, this ain't good, Chief.
Something isn't adding up. All the evidence suggests that he was here alone. Which begs the question, why would he unlock the ballista's features before even meeting up with his boss?
In before he's gonna use the ballista to kill his boss.
That's a question for another time. We need to focus on where he's going next.
My God. All right, 1 down, 2 to go. All right, guys, I'm gonna look at this little piece of paper before the book because there's less words on it, and as a Genshin player, that means I have to read less.
Hey, there's a letter here.
Look at how it's positioned. It was begging to be found. I think it might be for us.
You think he knew we would come here?
If he did, he's a more impressive opponent than I anticipated.
Let's keep going. We can read it together when we debrief.
Oh god, thank you. I don't gotta read. Hell yeah. No reading in my Genshin. Books? Ew. Get that out of here.
These records look suspiciously familiar.
Yeah. Doesn't seem very coincidental to me either.
Chat, how many words do you think are in that book? I'm scared.
What is it?
Remember when I said this group's cover was ironclad? They were always careful never to leave a trail leading back to them. The one time they slipped up, it broke the case wide open. We found a cargo manifest left behind at the scene. That's the clue that led us to Krai.
Oh.
It was a similar story on our end.
Oh, damn. What if they were feeding you like little breadcrumb trail?
And now that same manifest shows up here, among the records left behind by Ashvapati.
So, he's the guy that slipped up back then?
Maybe he did it on purpose.
Unless it wasn't a slip-up at all. How does the same clue get left behind at 2 separate scenes and picked up by 2 separate law enforcement agencies? Thinking back on it now, it doesn't seem quite so accidental after all.
Yeah, he wants them to be found.
No. Almost like he led us here on purpose. But for what reason?
To catch the culprit, so this can end.
This situation seems more complicated than we imagined. It looks like Ashvapati does have a connection to our criminal gang, but it might not be what we thought at first.
You don't think he's working for them?
Unlikely. He lured us to Krai, prepared those weapons on his own, deliberately put us on his trail. This is looking more and more like the work of an independent actor.
Well, if we want to get to the bottom of this,
no!
He's still our best lead.
No! Let our word read the letter.
That would seem to be our last remaining clue.
No,
Let's
chat. Do it. I can't do this. How could they do this to me? After all these years.
To the officers of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol and the Liyue Qixing. You certainly live up to your reputation.
Oh my god.
Within a single day, you were able to eliminate over half of the gang's forces. I appreciate the effort.
Thank God, chat. The game's reading it to me. Like I'm in kindergarten again.
I doubt my secret hiding spot will be a secret much longer. So I suppose it's my turn to throw my hat in the ring.
I remember those books, by the way, when I was in like kindergarten, 1st grade, the books that like, actually they used to be like audiobooks for kids. I remember, I think it was either 1st grade or 2nd grade. My teacher had a book that like when you open it, it reads the book to you with the words and the pictures and everything. And I'm like, guys, I'm back.
I'm just glad I no longer have to run.
Now we gotta pay for audiobooks.
So, before my day in court is upon me, allow me to confess to my crimes.
Hell yeah. Well, not your crimes, hell yeah. Hell yeah, like, I don't gotta read. Let's go. Alrighty. We dodged.
It all started with a Kashara War researcher, expelled from the academia for violating a taboo.
Dottore, is that you? Wait, what? Why do I immediately think Dottore? Researcher, academia, expelled. Wait a minute.
He had dedicated his life to the pursuit of knowledge. But when he found himself in the desert, it wasn't even worth a pail of water to quench his thirst.
Oh my god. Oh. Oh, the Eremite found him.
Could you spare some water?
Oh, it was him.
I'm a Kashara War researcher. If you need something, I could.
Chad, is this the Dottore segment? What's going on here? What kind of research were you doing that you got expelled for what taboo did you violate? Did you read too much? Did you read before Sun and Moon? What's going on here? Kasharawar, is that tech research? I think that's technology. I think that's the technology-based Darshan.
Researchers like you are a dime a dozen. Smart as a whip until you find yourself in the desert. Then, you're lucky to survive the night.
Ooh, I like this guy's accent.
Are you mocking me?
No, son. Just still trying to figure out why I've got such a soft spot for strays like you. Here, give me your canteen.
So, is this the tribe that got killed off? They kind of have the same eyes as those kids.
You got somewhere to go?
Not really. Thanks to this water, though. At least I can rule out the bottom of a vulture's stomach.
Now you're talking like desert folk. You could always join my band of misfits.
What would I do?
Whatever you want.
Gather food, guard our water source, just like everyone else I've taken in. Of course, if you have something you're good at, you're welcome to show it off. Every little bit helps.
Oh god! I'm really good at making weapons of mass destruction, allegedly.
All I know is weapons.
Oh my god, chat. There's no way. Did he accidentally kill this tribe? With his weapons of mass destruction, and these kids went orphaned? Oh my god.
Weapons?
Yeah. And it was at this moment, chat, that everything goes downhill.
Yeah. I love studying them. Big and powerful ones, small and deadly ones, old ones, new ones.
A Simon, damn. A Simon, Paimon. Freaking, we were talking a lot about this mob after all the Paimon allegations started coming out.
I believe the essence of Kasharawar research is embodied in weaponry, and the pursuit of this kind of technology is what pushes the world forward. My lifelong goal has always been to become a foremost expert on all kinds of weapons, so I can invent even more advanced ones.
Does he not realize that weapons are pretty much, like, used to, like, defend and kill?
So I might have borrowed a few sensitive techs without permission, but you see the vision, right? The higher-ups in the academia just didn't understand.
Nah, that's the thing. They did understand. I don't think you did.
The academia could have 1,001 reasons for exiling you out here, and it still wouldn't matter to me, son. All I care about is what this specialty of yours can do for us.
Hi. I can help upgrade your weaponry. That should come in handy in a dangerous place like the desert, surely.
True, weapons are essential to life here in the desert. Most folks get them when merchants happen to pass through. But when it comes to protecting the people here, this scimitar in my hand is more than enough. The kind of weapons you're talking about are overkill for a place like this.
Yeah, doesn't that sound great? Don't you want to overkill your enemies?
Overkill? Really?
Buddy, they're fighting... Buddy, by comparison to your weapons, they're fighting with, like, sticks and stones here.
Our group is lucky. Our ancestors learned how to protect the oasis from the sandstorms to prevent it from drying up. Plus, we're pretty far off the beaten path. Helps us avoid conflict with other bands of Eremites. All in all, we don't have to travel to find water. We don't have to fight off other desert folk.
They're content.
It's a real place to call home. There are plenty of ways to die in the desert, but behind a lot of them lies too much ambition. So, having somewhere to settle down is more than enough for me.
Damn, they were humble. They were actually content. I thought they would have actually jumped at the opportunity to, like, lay waste to these other tribes.
I see. Guess I could do some odd jobs then.
I've heard you Ksharowa scholars are handy with all kinds of gadgets. You could always make something for the kids.
Chat, there's no way. There's no way. He did not go ahead and be like, you know what? You know what? You know what's the best thing to give a kid? A weapon. Did he not know how to make a toy? Did the toy somehow have to also... It's like freaking Ruby. It's like, it's also a gun. It's like the weapon is also a gun. It's like the toy is also a weapon. Like, no matter what I make, I have to find some way to also make it a weapon, because that's all I'm good at.
You mean, like, toys?
Oh my god.
Yes, if you wouldn't mind. It'll give him something to do. Life can get boring out here.
All right, then.
Did the toys kill the people?
And just like that, a Ksharowa scholar at the cutting edge of his field ended up in the desert, making toys for children.
Oh, boy. What happened?
It got boring from time to time, but all in all, those days were quite pleasant. The Eremites accepted me as one of their own.
Wow.
And all the children loved me. Looking back now, I wish I could have lived like that until the end of my days. But then, those despicable people showed up, and it changed everything.
Oh no. Plot twist.
Don't rush me. These materials are in short supply.
Chat, I was thinking about this now, but I remember when I started doing the Aranara world quest in Sumeru, I remember that I saw 3 kids in Vimara village that were wearing similar shirts. Like, one reminded me of Mondstadt, one reminded me of Liyue, one reminded me of Inazuma. And these 3 kids are, like, this is reminding me of that too. The 3 kids wearing 3 different colored shirts that remind me of the 3 different nations.
Oh, they've got a lot of nerve showing their faces back here.
Send the gem? It has been a while.
Uh-oh.
Well, we have a right to this oasis, too. Our ancestors were part of the group that discovered it.
I'm pretty sure this is the guy, then. If his family tribe was killed off, I think this is the guy that he's dealing with in the present, then, if he's not dead.
You hated this place. After that giant sandstorm when everyone else was trying to figure out how to help, you got out of Dodge the first chance you could get.
Because I knew better than to be stubborn. Stay in one place too long around here, and it might just be your grave.
You abandoned this place. If we'd done the same, the oasis wouldn't even exist anymore. You gave up your right to be here a long time ago.
I heard they joined another band of Eremites after leaving us, but got kicked out. I bet they're only crawling back to us now because they've got nowhere else to go.
Also, yeah, somebody in chat said M-tashed. Someone was like, M-tashed, question mark? It's because he said, and it changed everything. I was like, I got that.
Chief, should we drive him off?
I'd like to see you try. I'm warning you. You won't get rid of us that easily.
Leave them be. This oasis has always been big enough to sustain more than one group of people. It's not worth spilling blood over.
Oh my god, this guy was so based. I'm pretty sure he's dead, and I feel really bad about that. I'm like, wow, what a level-headed desert dweller, you know? It's like, he's not obsessed with vengeance or King Deshret or killing off other tribes or overthrowing the academia in the city. Like, he was just like, you know what? I'm gonna make the most of what I have, and I'm gonna treat my other Eremites with respect.
All that matters is keeping the people here safe.
At the time, I didn't think much of it. Just Chaim Wazet being the kind-hearted man he always had been.
Yeah, what a goat. I actually really like that.
And so, normal life continued. Much unchanged. Well, mostly. You can take the scholar out of the academia, but putting your life's work behind you is easier said than done.
You can take the scholar out of the academia, but you can't take the academia out of the scholar.
I often found myself flipping through my collection of blueprints and sketches. The ruin drakes scattered around Sumeru were of particular interest to me.
God damn you, Conria!
As far as I knew, no one had been able to analyze or reproduce the technology within those mechanisms.
And for good reason, potentially.
But I was able to design a kind of lure to bait them into attacking a specific target. In effect, turning them into a weapon.
Oh my goodness. No wonder they lost control. And the monster, they probably ran out of lore, and so the monster, like the weapons turned on their, like, not their creators, but basically turned on their tamers, essentially. What in the world?
Somehow, the new arrivals at the Oasis must have caught wind of it, because they soon started taking an interest in me.
So I wonder if they're asking for... Hold on a second. Oh, man. So, I wonder if they're asking him for more lures. Maybe they ran out, and they're like, track him down. Only he can make these weapons that we need to take over the desert. And so that's why they came back looking for him.
Hope you don't mind me asking, but is that a weapon you're researching?
I do mind, actually. It's none of your business.
Hey, I like that response.
Rumor is you used to be a researcher at the academia. All that knowledge going to waste out here in the sticks. What a shame.
What do you want?
I want to team up.
I want to clear this tribe out, and you're going to help me.
The rules and red tape that got you kicked out of the academia, they don't exist in the desert. You could take this research to the next level. As things stand, all you've got is a blueprint and a pipe dream. But what if you had access to the right funds and materials?
He's itching that researcher itch.
What are you suggesting?
Or rather, he's scratching his researcher itch.
Me and my men can get you what you need. In return, all you gotta do is bring this sketch to life. We've always had a good eye for business. Just never the right product. But this thing right here, the different bands of Eremites are gonna shell out more left and right to get their hands on it.
And then kill each other while we reap the benefits.
You want to sell it?
It's a win-win. You provide the goods, and I earn enough mora from these people to fund the research of your dreams.
I don't know.
I understand what you're worried about, but listen, it won't come back to bite the people here.
Yeah. It won't come back to bite them because it's gonna chomp them in one gulp. You kidding me?
These people don't think bigger than this place. They don't get involved in conflict. I mean, come on. Their biggest enemy is the weather.
You've made a bad name for yourself around here. I don't want any part in this.
Well, it's your choice. But it could be the last meaningful choice you ever get in life. So I'll ask you again. Do you want to finally develop the weapons you've been dreaming of and realize your academic ambitions? Or do you want to stay here building toys for kids?
Damn, feeding on his his insecurities, his worries.
How I wish I'd made the right choice back then.
Damn, this sucks.
Yeah, we increased our prices. What about it? You gonna back out?
So, you're really as money hungry as they all say, huh?
Cash is king. That's just business.
Cash? What do you know about cash? More is in coins. Wait, do they have a... Is cash just another word for money, or is like... Cash is usually bills, right? Like in bills. So it's kind of odd that they would say that when... Yeah, it's usually paper currency. But like Mora is coin. So it's like coin is king.
Fine.
I'm done. I want out.
What are you talking about? We're making bank here.
I know what the weapons have been used for, and I refuse to be an accomplice to all this any longer.
Also, that's a very... I'm like micro... I'm like noticing like these very... Like, we're making bank here. That's such like a slang sentence. That's such like a modern way to say we're making money to the desert people, you know? It's like, we're making bank here. It's like, do the Eremites even have bank accounts? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just such a weird way to phrase it for the desert people.
An accomplice? Listen, that's got nothing to do with us. People would be at each other's throats with or without our weapons. So they die to a machine instead of a scimitar. What difference does it make?
Can't you sell more than just weapons? Surely this can't be all the Eremites are interested in buying.
If you want to make the big Mora, you gotta push what sells. That's just how it is.
And that right there is why I want out.
Cash definition. Cash is defined as money in a physical form of currency, such as banknotes and coins. Okay. Yeah, I've always associated cash with, like... It's like, we only take cash. It's like, okay, you only take bills. I would never, like, pull out a bunch of coins if something... But I guess it's because, you know, bills are, like the foremost form of currency. You know, with coins being, like, secondary.
Fine. I've made more than enough to leave this dump in the dust anyway. If you want out so bad, have it your way.
Uh-oh! Fuck. Yo, the fact that they showed that?
Krai was it.
Yo, I actually really love how defined this is, like detailed. That shot was so crazy with the fire and the Drake. Wow.
How did this happen?
You got duped, unfortunately.
You won't find a tribe in this desert without enemies. People have tried to steal water from this oasis in the past, but Krai drove them off. Guess his enemies have been holding a grudge this whole time.
Yeah, and you probably sold the weapons to them.
You sold
weapons
to his enemies.
Oh my god.
He took you in when you had nowhere to turn. You owe him your life. Why would you do this?
Yeah, I got mixed up a little bit. I thought he had done that, but he created the weapons that somebody else used and sold to other people, his enemies, and then regardless, it's the same result. Like, he's probably gonna be like, I didn't do anything. You made the weapons.
It was the perfect excuse to drive up the price, that's why.
That's crazy.
It was only later that I found out. This wasn't the first time Senegem and his men had turned around and stabbed their allies in the back.
Please tell me I get to kill this guy.
Let's just say, There was a good reason. They had nowhere else to turn back then.
Please tell me he's still alive and that we get to fight him in the present.
I didn't chase after them or try to hold them accountable. In that moment, all I could think about was saving as many people as I could in a desperate attempt to atone for my sins.
Wow, what a twist, man. This got dark.
But once the weapons I designed were turned against us,
Jesus,
the fate of this place was sealed. Even I could do nothing to prevent it.
Save the kids and get out of there?
In the end, despite all the burning tents I rushed into, I was only able to save 3 children.
Oh my god.
And now, you know the full account of my crimes.
Jesus Christ. The imagery of just hearing those crying babies and realizing that the only kids that survived were those 3 is haunting. Wow.
I've been raising them ever since,
Oh
while attempting to hunt down the men who made them orphans in the first place.
Oh my god, this is so sweet. Oh my god, this is so sweet. So he's been taking care of them while simultaneously hunting down the men who made them orphans. Bro, this guy... You know what? I'm not even gonna lie. I kind of want him to get his revenge. I'm like, you know what? I'll turn a blind eye to this man. Do what you gotta do, sir. I know you fucked up. I know you're you were partially duped, but like in my head, I'm like, you know what? Bring back vigilante justice.
This confession is for the kids to read too. So, I hope you'll pass it along to them. They deserve to know the full truth of what happened.
Wow. Ah, man.
I know I'm in no position to make requests, but please, help them find loving parents to take them in. Above all else, they deserve a true family.
Wasn't, he's in the Kashara War, so that's the same Darshan that Kaveh is in. Do we know what Darshan Dottore was in? I don't remember if he was also Kashara War. I think they said he was. Because he fucks around with technology a lot. So I'm kind of curious if, I'm kind of curious how technology affected Dottore growing up. Yeah, I don't know if they mentioned if he was in Kashara War, but like Dottore has like, he has an innate talent for technology. Especially since we just got the Sumeru event with like the Layla event that talked about him, and like Marak was in that too, and they talked about a bunch of tech. So I'm kind of curious if he's Kashara War as well. Cause like we're kind of back in like the the Sumeru. We're back with like talking about Sumeru stuff, and Dottori's coming back, and Sumeru's coming back next patch. So in my head, I'm just I'm thinking about Dottore like in the back of my mind of all of this.
Back then, I failed to see this through to the end. But I won't make that mistake again.
Shout out to the voice actor, by the way. I love how this story was narrated throughout. Very, very well done.
Jeez, if this is true...
Yeah, that's fucking heavy, brother.
He's after the same target as us. And he's out for revenge.
And you know what? Whatever happens, happens.
He even lured us to not Krai to help him get it.
That's big brain, actually.
I think I know what he's planning to do with those ballistas now. If I'm right, this doesn't bode well.
Bro, he's gonna use the fucking ballistas to obliterate them.
Then we need to find him ASAP!
Jesus.
It sounds like he's about to do something super dangerous. But we promised the kids we'd bring him back safe.
Yeah. That's the thing, too. It's like, I want that vigilante justice for him, but at the same time, I don't want him to go even further down a dark path than he's already at. Like, he's already thinking about revenge, so I gotta be sensible about this, you know? Especially because those kids don't have anybody else. And, yeah, despite everything, those ballistas are definitely overkill.
I can't just let him get rid of our target either. This crime ring runs deep. There are still many other conspirators we need to track down.
So, where do we go to find him?
Oh?
Oh?
You got something?
What's going on?
He knew we'd be out of the picture investigating this place. I think he decided to spring the trap that we set up.
He's gonna ambush the target. He's gonna ambush the target when he comes to pick up the goods.
Oh, snap. He's not working for them. So our original plan could have worked all along.
Damn.
The meeting will be happening any time now. Quick, we need to head to the rendezvous point.
Oh, I'm so excited to see how this plays out. This changes so the dynamic has changed so much from what I thought it was gonna be. So I'm very excited. All right, let's see. All right. Oh, he is still around.
Ashvapati.
Wow. Hey, look at you. You've improved for yourself. You're no longer in the desert.
It's been a while, Senegem. Over a decade, at least.
How did you find this place?
Oh, so those crying babies were those kids' babies. If it was over a decade ago, so they must be like 10 to 12, about that range.
All these years. And the signal you use for the meetup point still hasn't changed. All I had to do was pose as your point of contact. And fish a time and date out of that scout you sent.
Bro, he's so calculated, holy.
Useless bunch of idiots. Just wait until my backup gets here.
Yeah, they're not gonna get here soon enough.
Oh, I think that might take a while. The Fontaine and Liyue authorities have your men locked down tight.
Oh!
Every last one.
Bro, he planned that. He was like, I'm gonna make it so the officials take out the backup so it's only me and him. Holy moly.
No. There's no way the cops could have known we'd be here.
Bro, this is actually personal.
Unless, of course, someone deliberately left a trail of clues, leading them straight to the expo. That would be a different story, now wouldn't it?
Oh my god.
If they hadn't taken your agents out of the equation, I doubt I would have been able to lure you here.
Chat, this is crazy, because the entire time during this event, Ashvapati came off as this wholesome old man just trying to do something nice for the children. And in the back of his head, he was like, I'm gonna kill somebody by the end of this, convention.
So now what? You gonna turn me in too?
This is literally a mask off moment.
No. The authorities can have your men. But you're mine.
Is that for Tui Tech? Looks like your skills are as good as ever.
No one in, no one out.
Listen, I know you're mad that I've been racking up Mora without you all these years, but it looks like you still got it.
Wait,
if you want back in, we can work something out.
Wait, is he gonna die in here with them too? He's like, all right, Ballista, kill us all.
After everything that happened, what makes you think I would want back in?
Because what's the alternative? You're not here for revenge, are you?
Sir, are you stupid or just dumb?
After Kayemwazet took you in, you really convinced yourself you were one of them, huh? What you should have learned is that banking on loyalty and belonging is a losing hand. Better to cash out before you're in the hole. In the desert, my people live by one rule and one rule alone. The last laugh doesn't go to the righteous. It belongs to the one who knows how to cut their losses.
The last laugh, that's crazy. You know what? This is probably making things easier for him. Like, he has less and less of a conscience the more you talk.
Just look at me. When there's Mora to be earned in the desert, I'm a desert folk. When the opportunities in Fontaine are sweeter, I'm a Fontanian.
Yep, when in Rome.
You think everyone is as much of a lowlife as you?
A lowlife? There's nothing Mora can't buy, Ashvapati. That includes prestige.
Brother's wearing new clothes and now he thinks he's the shit.
You're talking to a renowned Fontanian philanthropist who lives in the Vasari Passage and spends his days going from one grand banquet to the next. Nobody who counts would dare call me a lowlife.
There's no way. Hoyoverse has an agenda. Not all Fontanians, but always Fontanians, I swear to God. Oh, not all Fontanians, but always Fontanians. Even people that aren't normally Fontanians who become Fontanians, just to fit in.
Are you done?
That's crazy, bro. That's insane. Oh my God.
Clearly there's no reasoning with you. Fine. Have it your way.
That's wild.
But if you want me dead so bad, why'd you come to face me alone? That wasn't the wisest decision now, was it?
Oh, don't you worry. I brought plenty of firepower with me. You could have brought a whole army for all I care.
Woo!
These weapons will bury every last one of you!
I love this, man. I love this revenge plot. Wait a minute.
What the? Oh! Are you crazy? If that thing fires, you're not getting out of here alive either.
That's like locked on his location.
Yes, that's the plan. It's high time both of us paid the price for our sins.
Dude, this is crazy.
He's lost his mind. Get him! Start breaking his bones until he removes this barrier.
Hold it right there, all of you. Otherwise, I've got enough firepower to go around, too.
Yeah, Chevreuse, we're on a timer.
The Maison Gardiennage.
Yeah, exactly. Fontanians. Take them down.
You got here sooner than I expected.
Hey! What's that in the sky? Looks like bad news.
We have to intercept these missiles?
Ashvapati, you have my word that these people will face the judgment of the Fontaine courts. Remove the barrier and come with us at once.
Fontanian justice is too merciful for them. You should leave us.
Stubborn fool.
Ati, Neb, and Rhea are waiting for you.
I don't deserve them. I have to atone for the things I've done.
What is it you feel you need to atone for? Weapons research?
You're from Liyue, right? Your ancestors were the first people to master the recipe for gunpowder. And yet, they turned it into fireworks and firecrackers that even children could play with.
Yeah, he was, he took offense to that earlier.
Surely, it's choices like that which make Liyue what it is today. I hear that it's a very peaceful place to live for the most part. But me? I chose to use my research skills to create weapons of war that brought death to countless people and destroyed the only home those kids had. That's why I have to atone. Because I have blood on my hands.
Sounds like you don't know as much as you think about fireworks. They might be harmless fun in this day and age, but they started out as weapons too, you know.
What?
That's right. Fireworks and firecrackers were originally developed for use as weapons.
That's cool.
They needed something a little more powerful than usual for purging evil forces and scaring off wild beasts. Over time, evil spirits learned to fear the sight of flames, and the beasts retreated into the mountains. That's when people started repurposing fireworks for entertainment purposes.
Yeah.
The peace we enjoy today isn't because we chose to make toys instead of weapons.
It's that after a certain time, we realized we don't need those kind of weapons, and, you know, they turned weapons into toys.
The weapons are what secured us the peace in the first place.
Yeah.
Only then did we have the luxury of choosing to turn them into toys instead.
Oh, I love that. I love that message.
It's people, not weapons, that commit acts of evil. And when people are as bent on destruction as the evil forces and beasts faced by our forebears, whatever tools they have at their disposal end up as weapons.
Holy peak. What a great lesson. I love that.
Time is running out. Please. Leave while you still can.
Run an ad? Okay. Give me 1 second. Alright, chat, we're gonna pause right here. I assume there's a scene coming up, so we're gonna run an ad so we don't get any interruptions. Excuse me. Oh, man. Oh, everyone's mentioning how the missiles are paused. Alright, give me 1 second. What's this OST track? I don't remember OST track names personally, but I've definitely, it's a recurring one. Is this Storm Terror's Lair? Is there anything else you will do after this event's over? For today, no. I'm not doing anything else today. But between today and the next patch, yeah. I have to read Linnea's weapon lore and her character lore. I have to read, or rather, sorry. I have to do Linnea's side quest. I gotta read Linnea's lore and her weapon. I have to read, Vera's Melancholy, the entire book series. And I think there was something else I do want to do a stream where I watch all the cutscenes that I haven't seen the English voiceovers added onto. There's also Linnea's mini quest. Yeah, Anthony, that's what I said. Linnea's side quest. Night Murmur book. Yeah, that's another one. So yeah, I don't know if I'll get through all of that before the next patch, but those are the things that I still want to do for this patch before the next one. But obviously I'm prioritizing the event because it ends, tomorrow's the last day to do it. All right, chat. Have you read Pale Flame Artifact Set? No, we're gonna read that next patch. We're gonna read that the patch before Snezhnaya comes out. I know at that point it's probably gonna be irrelevant because we already know everything about it, like all about this, like the other Harbingers. But I opted to save Snezhnaya lore stuff for when like before we go to Snezhnaya. So like the Pale Flame set and the Polar Star. I'm gonna be reading those like in a couple patches before Snezhnaya. Crimson Witch. I read Crimson Witch like 4 years ago. And there's a video of it on my channel.
Hello again.
All right, gamers, let us continue. Everything looks good, sounds good, I hope. All right, I assume there's a cutscene coming up, so get your hype ready.
Relax. Now that we have these guys in custody, I think we can find a way of repurposing these ballistas for the children's amusement.
Oh, are we gonna turn them into fireworks? Hold on. Oh my God, is this a lantern right moment? Cutscene! Oh, not this punk again. Oh! Oh my gosh! Clink Clank Legion! Attack! Oh my God, actually? Oh, I love that. Clink Clank Legion! Assemble! Nice. Thank you, Aino. Thank you, Yehoda.
I knew they were looking for trouble, but they messed with the wrong
Oh my God!
manager.
Katya's right there. Oh my gosh! This is so cute! I love how Anefa is just there following Aino. I mean, are you gonna intercept the ballista shots in the sky with other ballista shots? Beto, ma'am? I'm looking respectfully. Holy moly. Holy sh... Oh my God, that's so much. Yo, this is so cool. The Alcor 2 Electric Boogaloo. Oh, I love this. Everybody's working together.
Captain, we're in position.
Prepare to intercept.
Hell
On my
yeah.
signal.
Oh, see, they are. They're intercepting the shots with their own. This is sick.
Fire!
Oh! Holy moly. Oh my gosh! This isn't Lantern, right? What's going on here? Oh my God! Wait, hold on. They just turned war into peace. Leave in. Oh my God, it's all over Lempo Isle. Ladies. Oh my, holy moly, guys! This is literally Beidou and Ningguang 2.0. Wait a minute.
Recording mode on.
Sheesh. Oh my god, did Lieben have a beard there? I didn't even notice that. Dude, they just pulled a Beidou Ningguang 2.0. All the kids. Oh. Chinos. What a great cutscene. What a great cutscene, man. Yeah, no funny business, buddy. Don't do the crime if you can't do the time, nerd.
I never imagined the Guizhong ballista could be used for something so beautiful.
Bro, that was so cool. That was awesome. Yeah, they turned a potentially horrible situation into a really tranquil one. That was awesome. That animation was sick. Yeah, I didn't realize, I didn't even notice Lieben had a beard. You guys said Lieben had a beard? I was so locked into, like, the fireworks and all that. I was trying to see all the NPCs that were in the area. But, was that, like, an error? Or, like, did bro just, like, age immensely? He's like, man, I'm so stressed out by this whole thing, I just grew a beard. I didn't see this coming either.
If you'll agree to come with us and answer some questions, it would be a big help to our investigation.
Oh, man.
Of course. You'll have my full cooperation.
Yeah, that felt...
I know I'm guilty. Just... not sure of the precise crime at this point.
I think, like, that definitely was giving, like, Year 2 Lantern Rite with the fireworks show, for sure.
Honestly, me neither. I'm sure a case like yours would have Fontaine's top legal experts scratching their heads. As for these arms dealers, though, I can confidently say that none of them will be getting away with this.
Nice.
So at least you can take some solace in that. I know. There's no sentence the court can give them that will satisfy you. But at least the trial will be a public declaration of their crimes and the punishment they will receive. The victims deserve that much.
Exactly.
Considering the alternative was them dying in obscurity to a revenge killing with no one left behind to tell the story. This looks more like real justice to me.
Yeah, see? Yeah, because it would have just been like a victory for him, and then he would have died with them, so... no one would have really known what happens, but at least they can be publicly shamed and shunned for their crimes.
I guess you're right.
Wow. Toys for the children. Wow. Oh, there's an epilogue. There's an epilogue. Okay, there's more to it. I was actually gonna say, in that moment, the music playing during Chevreuse talking to him came in so perfectly. I actually felt that was, like, perfect, like, musical timing. Really liked that.
What do you think they did with Ashpapati in the end?
Oh.
Let's go ask them for an update.
All right, let's see. Go to the event venue and see how everyone's doing. Return home, children of the desert. The case has been resolved. The case has finally been resolved. However, when the question of how to deal with Ashpapati arises, everyone appears to have a different opinion. All right, let's see what's up. All right, let's see what we got here. We're back, gamers. One last hurrah. Oh, he's here.
Great! Everyone's in one place.
Nice.
Now that we are on the other side of this incident, I suggest we put any remaining questions to rest here and now. The Voynich Guild won't be responsible for any disputes remaining after this meeting.
Understood. Well, there's been no serious harm to me or any of my compatriots. And with the arms dealing operation closed down, I've achieved my strategic objective. I'm happy to let the Fontaine authorities process the culprits from here on.
Yeah, I love how I love how Nefer was just like sipping her tea like, yeah, all according to plan. I knew it would work out in the end. That last scene with her was great.
I appreciate your flexibility. I'll need all of them in my custody to proceed with the case files. As for you...
don't take them!
Given your association with the Voynich Guild, I suspect the boss of the Curatorium might raise some objections if I insisted on bringing you into custody as well.
Then what do you propose, Miss Chevreuse?
While pursuing one of the suspects in this case, it was unfortunately necessary for me to destroy a certain signboard in Nasha Town.
Oh, really?
Is that an official confession, officer?
Oh no. I've broken the crime. I've committed a crime. Whatever, we have to come to some agreement.
What I'm suggesting is that I don't file charges against Ashvapati. He stays here, and in return, you don't seek damages for the signboard. Sound fair?
All right, you know what? Equivalent exchange, we take those. I'll take it.
Deal.
Huh. That went surprisingly
That's funny.
smoothly. Paimon figured it was gonna be a whole ordeal.
I was gonna say, it's not exactly one-to-one comparison there, but we'll take those.
Uncle Ashvapati, we...
They told us the whole story. Everything you've done. Even so, we still want you as our uncle.
Oh my god, chat. My heart! I can't. This is so sweet. He's like, I don't deserve them. It's like, they need you, sir.
But
If you'd been less trusting of the promises these men made to you back then, and left some weapons for your own people to defend themselves with, maybe things would have turned out differently. The way I see it, your crime wasn't the weapons research itself. It was failing to use that knowledge sensibly, to protect the ones you cared about.
Yeah, exactly. Ignorance was the real crime here.
Yeah. You're absolutely right.
Well then, what are you waiting for? The chance to atone for real is staring you right in the face.
Oh my god. Chevreuse! This is so awesome.
Children, from now on, I will protect you with my life.
I was not expecting this at all, chat. Oh my god. I'm getting like teary-eyed over here. This is so sweet.
Traveler, Yelan. On behalf of the Fontaine authorities, it has been a pleasure working with you both. I wish you all the best.
Bye-bye, Chevreuse. It's so great to see you again.
I have plenty of other business to attend to, so it's probably about time I got going as well.
She's like, oh man, she's probably like, where's the food court so I can get some greasy food before I leave?
Looks like you're a free man.
Ah, so sweet. I loved this.
I guess, but even if they won't arrest me, I still have a lot to answer for. I joined the Voynich Guild with my own agenda and nearly ruined their reputation. Are you really gonna let me get away with that?
No. You just gotta make sure you make good decisions from now on, because if this happens again, you're cooked, brother.
After you joined us, it didn't take me long to find out that you'd lied about nearly everything. Everything except your desert origins. That turned out to be true.
Also, never know. You think you did bad? You think you did wrong in your past? Bro, you should take a glimpse into her past, man. She wiped out an entire tribe, had 2 tribes kill each other, and then bodied the final bosses of each one. Like, she's got blood on her hands, too. It's all, you know, you live and you learn, man.
I actually consider the desert my home, too. So I was interested to learn who the real Ashvapati was.
Yeah. Nefer has been entertained this whole time.
Thanks to the Traveler, I now know the full story. And my, what a story it is. Granted, the final chapter caused us a fair amount of trouble. But hey, sometimes that's the price you pay for a good ending.
True.
Are you serious?
I mean, obviously I can't let you stay in the guild. Not after all the rules you broke.
It's like, sir, do you want to be punished? Like, you know, you have a second chance, which is more than most get.
I completely understand.
I'd recommend that you take these kids back to the desert.
Oh.
Why?
The desert has been plagued by seemingly endless conflict since as far back as I can remember. But your story offers a glimpse of a different way of life. Maybe there really is hope for peace in the desert.
Oh my gosh. He should take up the mantle like that other guy did before he died, right? The head of the previous, like band of desert dwellers that took people in and whatnot. I forgot his name. But, like the guy that took him in, right? It's like, oh my god, that guy had a really kind heart.
The Sumeru of today is a different world than what it once was. With Lesser Lord Kusanali at the helm, who knows where the possibilities end?
Dory?
Maybe you could rebuild the home these kids once knew.
Dory, what are you doing? What are you scheming at? Yeah, the guy's name was, hold on. Someone in chat said it, but I literally lost track of where it is. Kamwaset, I think that's how you say his name. Kayamwaset.
I'm flattered, really. But that was a lifetime ago. I'm sure the sandstorms will have buried any last trace of that oasis by now. Sure, we could put up a few tents and call it a settlement. But what then? It would be a brutally harsh existence. There's no way around it.
Yeah, also Dotori's gonna be in the rainforest and in the desert pretty soon, so maybe don't do that until the next patch is over.
Where there's Mora, there's always a way. Hello, my dear customer. Why don't you discuss your needs with me? If you can dream it, you can buy it.
Oh boy. Dory, please do them a solid. Help them out for once. Think of others before your own
Mora
pocket.
Is the answer, huh? All right. Say I wanted to buy a hometown for these children. You telling me I can buy that from you?
Dory, give it to him for free. Do it out of the kindness of your heart.
Don't take her so literally. She's just doing her sales pitch. Sure can. Huh?
Ah! I mean, she could if she wanted to, if she afforded it, you know?
Ta-da! I present to you one magical gemstone created by none other than the renowned mage Alice herself.
Wait, is this why Alice was here earlier? Wait, what the hell is this? A blue gemstone? What the heck is that?
Simply plant it in the ground and a spring will instantly start growing. Before long, you'll have yourself a fully fledged oasis.
Wait, what?
And the best part is, it's designed to work flawlessly, even in the most arid and sandiest of deserts.
Wait, what the hell? That's like a... That's like... That honestly, that kind of reminds me a little bit of like Nabu Malikata in a way. Like how the waters of the Jinn came from her being. It's like, oh, this one thing produces an endless reservoir of an oasis in the desert. Dude, this is crazy. Before long, you'll have yourself a fully fledged oasis, and the best part, it's designed to work flawlessly amidst the sandiest of deserts. That's crazy. Yeah, I guess Bottleland kind of works out that way too. It's been years, so like, that's like the last thing I would think of.
What the?
Huh. Looks genuine to me.
Yeah, like the Goddess of Flowers tier. Yeah, that's why I thought of Nabu Malikata.
Goodness. They always say you can find everything at the Krai Trade Expo. Turns out it's more than just marketing hyperbole.
Dude, that's crazy cool.
Still, surely a treasure like this must cost the world. As much as I'd love to buy it, I don't think I'm the kind of clientele you're looking for.
Also, what are you gonna sell it to him for? I don't think he has money like that.
Actually, this could be your lucky day. The mage who tasked me with selling this insisted on setting the price herself. And she priced it as whatever keeps the kids happy.
Bro, Alice literally just came here to help the kids out. That's crazy.
Needless to say, I could have found far more lucrative options.
Yeah, I know.
But alas, none of them would be worth breaking a promise to a mage over.
That's awesome. Thank you, Auntie Alice.
Whatever keeps the kids happy? So what is that in Mora?
Oh, man. Hold on, give me 1 second. All right.
Good question. I got it! How about I charge you whatever you 3 kids earned at the expo? Then you can say you bought back your hometown through nothing but your own hard work.
I don't know, man. You're kind of taking advantage of these kids by suggesting that for them. Whatever makes the kids happy, be like, hey kids, be like, can I have it for free? Then I don't have to worry about losing money. You know? God damn it, Dory.
I think that would keep the kids very happy indeed. Wouldn't you agree?
Deal!
Does nobody know how to negotiate and haggle? They just hear the first deal offered to them and they take it? Yeah, hey, you know what? He'll live and he'll learn. Like 10 years, 15 years down the road, he's gonna reflect on this and be like, wait a minute, I could have gotten a way better deal. Oh, wow. What a great illustration. Oh my God, look at everybody. Oh my gosh, we got Anefa and Yehoda, Yelan, and Chevrouse up top. I see, Chevrouse did get food. I knew it. She's gonna get some greasy food before she goes back home. And then you have Navia and Cloran together too. I love this. What a great event, chat. This is very quaint, very chill. That tier of the goddess right there that Dory has is kind of crazy though.
Well, this was a strange turn of events.
You never know what to expect with Dory.
I think it's safe to say that this was one of the more memorable trade expos.
Yeah, and our first one at that. Nice. Very nice. I loved that. Gamers! The illegally legal Krai Trade Expo has officially come to a close. We got some really awesome Sumeru desert lore involved in there too, which was awesome. Very unexpected at that. And like the story too was developing and building towards something I thought I knew where it was going. And then it took a twist. And that revenge story was the twist that was like super entertaining. I love the way that they executed it and they narrated and presented it as well. I thought that was pretty great too. Yeah, and we finished this way earlier than I thought. Some people in chat said that it would take me 5 hours. I don't know. Anyways, I'm just surprised I finished the stream or I finished this content as soon as I did for Act 2 and 3. But yeah, this was fantastic. This was great. I really, really hope you guys enjoyed my thoughts, theories, reactions to everything. That cutscene, the quality of that cutscene, the animation effect, and like the fireworks and seeing all the characters' reactions was really pleasant to experience as well. But this is basically the last piece of primary content that we're going to be going through for Krai up until Luna 7's drop in a couple of weeks. I still have to do some other miscellaneous stuff like reading lore and whatnot, which we're going to be focusing on that as well. But I think my next Genshin stream will be in a couple of days. And after that, we're basically just holding off until we get Nicole's trailers. And then I'm going to be pulling for Nicole. And then before we know it, Luna 7 will be out. But I hope you guys enjoyed everything else in between. This playthrough, this video might be relatively short, depending on how quickly we got through everything. But I just hope you guys enjoyed. I'm so happy that this was also Sumeru focused. And we're going back to Sumeru next patch with Dottore and Lilapar and Jet and Nahida and Wanderer and Irminsul. And Lord knows what lore we're going to get by the end of the Archon Quest as well. So I'm just very excited to see how everything comes together. But thank you guys so much for watching. And I look forward to the next stream. All right. Gamers, that is the recording. That was fun. I thoroughly enjoyed that. I don't think the other event is worth streaming. It's only pictures. Yeah, I'm gonna do this event off stream, and I still have to clean up the rest of these mini games. Like I have to do I'm gonna do the rest of these off stream as well, and clean up the rest of the rewards. So what's today? Today's Tuesday. I'm not streaming tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday. I was gonna boot up Honkai Star Rail tomorrow, but Honkai Star Rail might have to be a weekend stream. Because tomorrow I have to script. No, not script. Tomorrow I have to record my Nicole script. Because I recorded a Nicole video that I scripted out a Nicole video. I wrote out a script for a Nicole focused video, and I'm going to be recording it tomorrow. Actually, I might even record it tonight just because it would probably be a lot better off for me to just try to get it done today, and then I can maybe start editing it tomorrow. But yeah, I'll let you guys know what my plans and what my schedule is for Genshin. Let me quickly write this down. So I have, let's see, I have Linnea quest and lore reading, which is basically her profile and weapon. I have, what's after that? Linnea, quest, lore, weapon. I wrote it down on my other thing here. There was something else that I wanted to do before Vera's Melancholy. I forgot. Actually, hold on. Let me, no, we read the Albaid set already. Yeah, you know what? I'll just write it down. Vera's Melancholy. Night Murmurs book. We have Linnea. I swear I wrote this somewhere else, but I don't remember. Somebody asked me earlier, but I forgot. Yeah, so old cutscene reactions. Yeah, old cutscene reactions. Simulanka rewatch. Yeah, I think that's everything that I can think of right now. Try to think. So I don't think I know off the top of my head right now. But yeah, so like last patch, I think. Oh, wait. Hold on. Is there anything in Dormant Port, or did I do everything already? Yeah, I think I did everything. I guess other than that, they'll just be like the Nicole trailer reactions. I'm sure we're gonna get Nicole's teaser, and then we're gonna get Nicole's trailer, and then we're gonna get Prune's trailer, and then I'm also gonna be pulling for Nicole when she comes out. So those are videos down the road. Yeah, Millie Astra, I do have to do Millie Astra lore as well, but I don't know if I'm gonna have time to do that anytime soon. But I think I am gonna focus a little on Millie Astra for, I want to pull on the banner. I want to get the dragon outfit, so I might do Millie Astra pulls. Oh yeah, Yehoda owes us a hot dog, that's right. He's gonna rewatch the train and Navia part. No, I'm gonna replay the whole. I'm gonna re-experience not just those two parts. I'm gonna go through the entirety of Constellation Metropole from Constellation from the Forest of Blessings ending to the Broken Sea starting. We're gonna go through all of that. Petite Planet? That's what it was. I think it was Petite Planet. I have to do a Petite Planet stream. Also, we have to squeeze a Honkai Star Rail stream somewhere in there. Yeah, I gotta do a Petite Planet stream. That's what it was. I kept forgetting. Because I've been busy. But, yeah, I'm gonna try to see if I can do Petite Planet on the weekend. Because I did get into the beta. I want to do at least one stream. Most of it I'll probably play myself, but I at least want to experience it. And then everything else I think is just going to be somewhat Genshin focused. I've had a great time playing it so far. Oh, you got in. Nice. Did any of you guys get did anybody else get into the Petite Planet beta? Just out of curiosity. I did get into this one, and so I'm excited to check it out. Nope, my toaster didn't qualify. I'm sorry. Okay. Some of you guys did, some of you didn't. What did I miss? We finished the event. So we did Act 2 and 3 today, so we finished up everything for the story. Yeah. I'm kind of curious if what do you guys think? Should the thumbnail for this video be Ashvapati hugging, like, with the 3 kids picture, or should it be that final picture with everybody at the with everybody in this area? Kind of curious which thumbnail I should do. The final picture? Okay, yeah, we'll have the final picture then. Are you gonna play the mini games? I'm gonna do the mini games off stream. They're not that relevant. And I definitely want to do them for minigames. And I got to make sure I take a bunch of pictures before the event ends. I lost the whole Act 2. Well, depends. When did you get here? If you got here just now, then you missed Act 2 and 3. And the Epilogue. But yeah, I did Act 2 today. We did Act 3 minutes ago? Well, yeah, I finished everything. So Act 2, 3, and the Epilogue. And yesterday we did Act 1 and all of the anecdotes. So the whole event is basically done now. Yeah. Thankfully VODs exist, so, you know, it'll be on Twitch and it'll be on YouTube. I know it's a lot different of a vibe than if it was live, but that's what they're there for, so hopefully you guys look forward to them. I was supposed to post a Lohen video today, but I woke up a bit late, and obviously I streamed, so I'm gonna have a Lohen video posted tomorrow. I don't know about tomorrow because Nicole's video might go out tomorrow, but on whatever day we don't get a trailer, I'm gonna be posting the rest of my clip farming videos. And the playthrough series, I really do want the playthrough series to resume. We're still editing that. I have to actually take a little break on the playthrough posts because I have to work on this Nicole video. I want to get this Nicole video out by next week when the patch comes out, so it synergizes with everything. So yeah. Off topic, but did you see the clip from the Jinxie League of Legends tourney? No, why? What's that all about? But, anyways, thank you guys again for tuning in. I hope you guys had fun. I am going to call it here for tonight. And, I'm gonna see if I can go live again on, I'm trying to think right now. I'm like, at the very least, I think my next stream will be on Friday. Maybe Thursday, but definitely Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I just have to figure out what I'm doing and in what order I'm doing it so I can get through everything before the next patch. That includes Honkai Star Rail. I have to do a Honkai Star Rail stream, a Petite Planet stream, and then I have to fill in the rest of these Genshin related videos and streams as well. Which, whatever we don't get through this patch, we'll carry it over to the next patch. But obviously I want to try to finish everything as soon as I can, so like I might be able to read everything in a single stream, like do Linnea's quest, read Linnea's lore, read the Fae book, and then read Vera's Melancholy. That could probably be like all one big stream. And then we go through everything else, you know, here and there. But yeah, we'll I'll keep you guys posted. I might do another Genshin stream on Friday, and then Saturday will be HSR, and then like Sunday Petite Planet. Just so I can try to bang out some of these other videos. And Evanescia is what I'm going to be doing for HSR. I'm pulling Evanescia. We're going to watch all her trailers. And I'm going to do some of the Forbobo weekly Forbobo weekly streams. So hopefully you guys look forward to that. Have you done the last of the event anecdotes? I did all of the anecdotes yesterday. I started them and finished all of them. So this event is fully finished. There's nothing else to... I just have to do mini games, and I'm going to do those on off stream. But yeah. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm going to see if anyone's streaming now. It's only 8 o'clock, so it's a lot better to see if anyone's streaming for a raid than like... than if it was like 1 o'clock like in the morning like it was yesterday. So let me just quickly check. Also, Twitch, if you guys didn't know, yesterday when I ended stream... yesterday when I ended stream, I forgot to go offline on YouTube for like another 5 minutes. And so I was going through like my Imaginarium Theater and then I looked over and YouTube chat was still going, and I was like, oh shit, I forgot to end on YouTube because it's been so long. I forgot to end on YouTube, so I was just I was just live for a little bit longer, which I thought was funny. And then I was like, YouTube, we're gonna have an exclusive stream. Twitch chat will never know. And then I ended it, so couldn't do that to you guys. But yeah, I thought that was funny. Let's see. I kind of want to do a raid. I kind of want to raid Dish. She's playing Marvel Rivals right now. Yeah, I'm gonna raid Dish. Oh wait, actually, hold on. No. We're gonna backtrack. Sayu is playing Genshin again, and they're actually doing the Natlan Art Conquest. Actually, I'm looking at their thumbnail right now, and they oh, actually, I think they're at the tail end. They're doing the interlude. Yeah, we're gonna raid them right now. It's on the tail end of their stream. I was gonna say, oh my gosh, they interacted with my goat. Oh, captain, my captain. So, we're gonna do that. Gonna raid Sayu. Yeah, he did Act 4 yesterday. Yeah, I did hear. But yeah, thank you guys all so much. Raid message. I just hashtag murder of raids. Nothing too serious. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys had fun. And I'm like, for some reason I just got really tired. Oh my god, that's why I can like barely talk right now. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys joined late, VODs will be archived. I just gotta change the thumbnail. And I will see you guys in a couple of days for more Genshin content. If Nicole drops a trailer, if a Nicole trailer drops tonight, expect an upload later today, or later tonight, or tomorrow. And yeah, I just appreciate all the support. I hope you guys all enjoyed yourselves. Ultraman, thank you for the bits. I have plans to get to what we discussed this weekend. I just had to finish this event because it ends tomorrow, so I was on a time crunch. But I will follow up with everything in due time. But I will see you guys this weekend for more Genshin. And have a good night. Bye-bye. Right.